Hello guys, this is my first blog of video, the tech guys, and I'm quite crazy about it because this is my first video of mine. I'm gonna teach you the basic concepts behind the robotics in this video and how to get started with it, because many of you people have doubt regarding it, see how to get started with it. So I'm here for you to clear up your doubts in some way or the other, and if you have more queries about it in detail, you can drop it in the comment section below. And if you like my channel, do subscribe it, because I'm gonna make lots of video every week per to help you guys out, and you're getting me now. So let's get started with it. Hi guys, it's Tech Guy Prabhat with the channel subscribe with same name too. It's still with the Tech Guys. It sounds quite funny, but that's only the truth. This is my first blog on how to get started with robotics, the basic concepts of robotics. Yeah, just have a look over this. Actually, what I'm trying to do in this channel is that you all might probably wonder how to do robotics and how to get in touch with that and lots more of that. And everyone guys having a huge confusion about that, which parts to buy and how to get started and all the basic tutorials needed before to deal in this field. So I'm also dealing in this field. It's my profession, you can also call it so. And I want to help more and more people through this. It's, you can say, my goal to have access to more and more people and make them solve their position well, and that's this all about. So let's get started with it without wasting any more time. First of all, I would like to introduce to you some MCU, that is microcontrol unit. There are two types of control units. One is MCU and another is MPU. MPU is called microprocessor units. I'll tell you just after that, but let's get see this MCU. What's MCU is? MCU is all about, just you can say, it's a microcontrol unit which controls all this type of stuff around here. Like you can see, it's here the driver, motor shield, voltage DC module, infrared step module, and Bluetooth module. I'll open that bit. And this is my gyroscope, gyro, and this is the RF module, 434 megahertz, and LCD panel, servos, power electric, infrared motion sensor module, Wi-Fi module, and lots more stuff. But I'm having these because these are all general items for the use of, and you must know about it as they're basic. So first of all, the basic MCU unit is Arduino, because it's the most common, easily available and cheap part in MCU. That's why it's quite popular in robotics and electronics field. It's a type of DIY, you can call very well. DIY means do it yourself. Yeah, it's a microcontroller unit. As you can see, it has got 13 digital pins and one TX and one RX pin, that is transmitter and receiver pin, from which it gains data. I'll tell you later. And here's the power pin to power any module that you connect, like servo motor or a gyroscope or like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, RF module to power for small currents. But if it's draw huge currents, then you must plug in with another module anyways. And these are analog pins, PMW. It comes with one this cable. It's called OTG. No, sorry, not OTG. It's called USB cable, from which it has one USB host shield which gets plugged into your this Arduino, and another gets plugged into a programming port, one's computer. And yeah, one basic thing I want to tell you all guys, that is, you all might wonder that Arduino program is only done from computer, but that's not the reality. I have also found a new app for that. I was searching on it a few weeks back, and I successfully found it and programmed many of my Arduino projects from that. I'll tell you later in my next blog. So as you can see, let's get back to it. This is called a reset button. See this, it's for like application when you upload a program, and if it's not working properly you can reset your Arduino board. The light flashes over here, blinks, and then it gets turned on over again, and that's it. It's an external power supply for Arduino, power input, sorry, of 12 volts. It's a 5 volt for USB, because if once you have uploaded a program in an Arduino board, you can directly run it from external power source like this. It's for 12 power volts. I'm not having it currently, but I might show you, but I'm not having currently. Anyways, whenever I have, I will teach you in this, and please drop it in the comment section below. And I'm having one more version of Arduino, this Arduino Mega 2560. Actually there are a huge number of versions of Arduino, but I'm having only some few stuff of it. Or else if you get in touch with these have unlimited numbers of what you can call the stuff for attachable parts and sensors, module, etc. It's a back of Arduino made in Italy. It's cost me around, you can say, 80 bucks. That's it. It's also have almost replica configuration of Arduino Uno. But it's quite different from Arduino, or you can say hugely different from it. It has got this 100 digital PWM pin configuration. That is the most suitable pin configuration for any display module, you can see. And it's also having the power quota as same as Arduino Uno. Let me show you. That's it. They both have the same. Let me focus it. They both are having the same pin configuration. This pin port configuration and that port configuration. You guys can see. And the one special thing about it's having a more number of digital and analog PWM pins, and you can see this thing that it's having the more number of PW, TX and RX pin as compared to Arduino Uno. It's having only one pair of TX and RX pin. That's really very bad, you can say. Not bad, it depends on your usage, on what type of user you're using. Like if you are using multiple sensor module, then Arduino Mega is a perfect board for you. But if you are using only one sensor, then Uno is perfect, or Nano. There are various number version. See, as you can see, these have TXRX pin configuration, huge number here. That's it. It's one reset button. Same port configuration as like of Arduino Uno, 12 volt supply, USB host shield. That's it. Now let's get in touch with some sensors module. As you guys might probably wondering, how you all can see about sensor modules. First I would like to show you my personal favorite, RF module. It comes in this package. I bought it from Amazon.in for almost 5 bucks. This is called a receiver module, transmitter module, which transmits your digital data from it. It has this type of pin configuration. This one port is for ground, first pin, second is for data transmission, third is for voltage input, and last one is for antenna. That's for range. It works at 200 meter range depending on frequency of RF module. It's quite cheap module, so it works under 100 meters of range. And this is a receiver module of pair of it. It has this almost the same pin configuration here. Its first pin is ground, a couple of pins are for data, the last pin, fourth, is for power positive supply, or VCC, you can say, positive supply. And this is also positive supply. These both are common from wherever, it depends on you from where you give the power to it, power to this module. And ground pin, 2 ground pin, couple of ground pins, and last one is antenna, like same for this chip transmitting module. That's it all. Let's keep it aside and I'll show you the next module. It's quite tiring sometimes. this is what now next I show you is Wi-Fi module. Let me check this out. Yeah, that's it. See, it's an Wi-Fi module ESP689. I also bought it for almost $5 around and few cents. I'm quite refreshment to it, so I don't know much in detail about it, but I'm showing you. It's a Wi-Fi module used for Wi-Fi communications over personal data network, and that's it. When I create the next video on that. And second, what we have got is a Bluetooth module, my personal favorite, second personal favorite after RF. As you can see, it's SC05 module. It has 6-pin configuration. SC06 have 4. You can see one is for state, that is not used much. RX and TX pin, that is attached to your Arduino board. As you can see, TX and RX pair, TX and RX. And yeah, do remember, do not attach the wrong pin with Arduino. Yeah, you have to attach the TX pin with the RX pin and the RX pin of the Bluetooth to the TX pin, vice versa for that, because whenever you receive, as you can see, when you connect a diode with your potential difference power source, you connect it with a what you can say, that in forward bias and reverse bias. But in that case, forward bias works, so you need to take care about this thing very well, else your Arduino is gonna burn, and I'm not responsible for it anyway. Let's get back to your plane. And these are the TX and RX pin as shown you earlier. The fourth one is ground. The fifth one is for positive 5-volt supply, and the last one is for EN pin, means enable ground pin. That you can call this so antenna, not needed very much. It has a power supply of 3.3 volts, as you can see. Anyway, keep it aside. Now I'll show you my MP U6050 module, that is accelerometer cum gyroscope. I'm not having ADXL, but I have ordered for it from Amazon. It's arriving soon to my address. It actually comes with these types of pins. You need to solder it, or you can get it by a solder one. I recommend you to buy a soldered one because it creates lots of problem to get in touch with it and solder it. You can see it's creating problem for me because these are very micro components. You all cannot work very fine without the right instruments, so I recommend you to buy the already soldered one. Anyway, I'll explain you this. It is a couple module, you can say, with gyroscope, which enables a 6-axis, and accelerometer, which calculates your, you can say, the speed of module. And it has got the 9-pin configuration here. I'm just letting you to know the basic things about it. I'm not getting deeper for that because I want you to know, take step by step, then only you can reach your destination. No, so I give you the basic visuals of it. And now comes your SC05 ultrasonic sensor. You can see this SC05 module, sorry, SC04. It has 4 pins. You can see first one is the ground, VCC, positive 5 volts. Second one is trick pin. When the pulse is given, clock pulse is generated by this module. This is a transmitting what you can say, transmitting speaker and receiving module. When it transmits any data, it's received back, and the sound actually it produces a particular frequency of sound. When this module sends the sound, it is received back by this module echo principle it works on. You might have studied it early in classes 9th or 10th. And this is a third pin, is a echo pin, echoes that I tell you just few minutes back. And the last is ground pin, negative voltage supply, and that's it. It has some micro components already soldered here. My throat's here. And now I'm introducing you to this micro component proximity sensor, this is called. So it works on infrared proxy sensor. It's have range of about 5 centimeters to 10 centimeters maximum. It's a micro potential knob, you can adjust it by yourself. And we have one input output LED. Whenever any obstruction whenever any obstruction is detected, it's automatically uh, it automatically gets this pin on, power gets on. It has 3 pins, VCC ground and output pin. That's it. You can buy this module for $1, very cheap. And this is my another module. Actually, it's not compatible with Arduino. It's a power supply module, and it's called as DC to DC step-up module. It's available for various types of power range, from 60 watts to 500 watts and so on. I've bought this for around $3, and it has the following pin configuration, following voltage configuration: 3 volts input, maximum output 32 volts, input current maximum 2 amperes, output maximum 6 amperes current. It has some MOSFET series. It's a MOSFET, a MOSFET. I'm trying to recall the name of MOSFET, full form of it. Metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. These are the main working clients behind this module. And this is another chip in this stuff. And this is another power supply. It's a pot meter from which you can adjust the output voltage, control it. It's a very micro screwdriver, so you need to confirm that you're having a micro screwdriver or not. And this is a very useful module. From where you're having low batteries or power supply, it can work very fine. So I love this module, and I already showed you that. It's a infrared sensing module, or you can say motion sensor. It has this inside it, this chip, which senses the infrared motion detection, change in motion by infrared change wheel pulses. It's not very much typical. Whenever you get your graduation done, you will easily understand it. It has 2 potentiometers at the sides of it to control the amount of XYZ coordination. It has 3 pins as same of that proximity sensor of infrared. One is input output pin, IO pin, and rest of twos are voltage potential difference pins. And this is the main model of Arduino Uno. It's only compatible with Arduino Uno. It's called as motor driver shield. It has 2 servo motors, maximum attachable. Actually, what you need to do with this module is, whenever you are using any high consumption power module like stepper motor or servos like this, which consumes a high amount of voltage, then you need to plug in this or stepper motors. With this, it's an external power supply. It gets fixed like this. Just a pair of Arduino Uno, and that's it. Not more to do stuff with it. And take care of micro components. If capacitor gets damaged, this is not gonna work anymore, so be aware about it. As you can see, it's fixed over Arduino Uno. And this side is for stepper motor, maximum amount of 2 stepper motors. This side is for, you can say, stepper motor and DC motors. And these 2 pins, 0 pins are servo motors. The maximum number of 2 servos you can attach. And external voltage input configuration, 1 LED to show amount of current working or not. That's it. Now I'd like to show you some servos, working servos, which I bought it. First I would like to show you a big servo. It comes in this packaging like type. It's called as servo motor, this stuff, and it is a metal geared servo motor. Actually, what the basic difference behind a DC motor and servo motor, you all might guess messing up with that, is these boats have one very big difference, and that's it. DC motors are of very low torque. Do remember, DC motors have very low torque, and as compared to these servos, because they use various amounts of gear mechanism to apply torque. You will study in later classes about it. Actually comes with 3 pins attached to a female connector. First pin, the yellow pin, is for signal, and rest of the 2 is for voltage. Red one is for VCC, and the last one is for ground. That's it. Actually, it's my special servo. I bought it for almost 12 bucks because it's of high torque, 7.2 kilograms per 4 volt, and 9.2 kilograms of torque on 6 volts, and maximum amount of current this motor can bear is 0.5 amperes, and that's it. It has some waste attachments, as you can see. It comes with this packaging. There's some more out there inside this pack. I'll show you. You can fit it on top like this, depending upon your need, for what purpose you're using the servo. Even if you try to move the servo like this, it is not gonna work because this is a highly geared motor. Anyways, very difficult. And this is another amount of fitting. Actually, it takes some couple of times to do this. As you can see, it's not fitting very well, moving. And let me take this out. Yeah, that's it. What you need to do next is, it's also have some screws with it. You need to not having that screw currently, where it's gone, not gonna see, but it's having a screw in the middle of it to tie this like this, and just screw this up, and that's it. It's fitted for permanent. Whenever it moves very nice, and it's having some this types of external stuff to handle it, like side by side to add it. Anyway, let's keep it aside and move on to our next job, where I'm trying to show you the price of every module and details of every other modules that I have with me. And yeah, one basic thing I'm missing at is that I'm also having one more motor. That is a micro servo. I'll show you. Just wait for it. Now would like to show you some more detailed components of that MCU and DIY that I don't have currently, but I ordered, but since it takes time to come, so I like to show you online in Amazon.in. So let's get started. So now guys, as you can see, I'm here on my eBay side, and I'm gonna show you some more components detailed here, like Raspberry Pi. You must be aware about it. Raspberry Pi, model number 1. I'm showing you all. Here's it. It's really good module. You must be aware about it. You can see. Yes, there it has. Let me tell you, it has 4-pin configuration port for USB in to take. It has LAN programming cable, HDMI port, audio port, and this is another stuff. These are pins. It's really very good module because it comes with inbuilt Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so you need not to hook up with any Wi-Fi Bluetooth module like that. It's very easy for you. And these are configuration. Memory is 1 GB, and inbuilt Wi-Fi that I already told you. Its process speed is much far better than Arduino versions because it comes with a limited amount of that's all. And let's search about Raspberry Pi 2. Yeah, here's it. We already watched. See this, how look. It's also a new model kit for Raspberry Pi, complete kit. It comes with these heatsink. These are called heatsink units. They are attached over here on the microprocessor units, so that whenever they get heats up, to cool them down. Programming cable for Ethernet shield. Manual. It's a case for this. As you can see, these are heat sinks. And cable for programming, the line cable plan, user guide, and this is called Raspberry case for making your model safe. And this is your SD card here for memory GB storage, and this is the external power source, HDMI to HDMI cable, mini USB to HDMI cable, complete kit. It comes with all, as told you. It's a mini SD card slot in which you program your and feed it over Raspberry Pi, and directly takes it over. The one special thing Raspberry Pi has is that you need not to plug in directly with your computer to run this. Else what you can do is store your program in the memory card and just hook it up with Raspberry Pi, and that's it. It's automatically gonna take your program and run about it yourself. It's a very perfect module to use. You can say your whole complete module. Memory is also the same, speed is also the same, model as Pi model B. Very good, as I said it. That's it. So now I hook up with some more, like we'll show you is next. Yeah, Intel Galileo. Yeah, here is it. It is a MPU, what I tell you, microprocessor units. It's of high generation level, not useful for us. They are used by professional developers that are using it. Anyway, let's have a look over here. It's also have this almost same configuration like Pi, but some few changes, like here you can see less amounts of digital pin. One drawback, and another is that you cannot hold a memory card in it. You directly simply need to plug this with your PC and program it, and its programming is still quite difficult than Pi and Arduino, and this is another one, highly costly. Anyways, Intel Galileo Gen 2 must you have look over. Okay then, Intel Galileo Gen 2. Yeah, here's it. Sorry, it's wrong boat I picked up. Yeah, here is it. So you can see it's also the same model, little bit of changes, highly complicated. I just wanted to know you guys about it, just I showed you. Else there are a huge number of uncountable brands in this business, and I showed you some of the popular versions of it. Now we're gonna flip this back over and sign it over. Thank you guys. Till then, thank you guys for watching out this video. If you have any queries regarding anything, you can simply drop your questions in the section below. I'll answer them as soon as possible. And yeah, do remember to subscribe my channel, The Tech Guys, because I'm gonna make lots of videos per week for you all guys to help you out. And thanks for watching out this video. Till then, bye.